Welcome back to Sunday's Slate. As you can see, we're missing big nickel stains, and that's because we're filming this video a little bit early. So if you're wondering during this video, like, God, why do you guys not know certain information yet? That's because this video is being filmed before Thanksgiving due to us having Thanksgiving plans. But we are going to go over the entire Sunday's slate with everything we know, all of our predictions, and we do have breaking news that we are going to get into for this Sunday slate. Breaking news. So obviously, if you guys missed, we went over Thursdays and Fridays games in the
swept too.
We'll see. We will see. We will literally didn't miss. So, oh my God, that's gross. All right. Starting, we have the 49ers and we have the Browns. Remember, there's no teams on buys this week. So we have a full Sunday slate. Even though we have the extra games, we have a full slate. So, Niners, Browns for this one. The 8-4 49ers. A little fraudulent. Browns,
we need Myles Garrett props somewhere.
Yeah, they got to come eventually. At some point in time, we got to find America. Do you seriously think he's going to break it? I think I'm fully convinced at this point. That
I mean, he's only 4.5 away with what.
And he's dominating.
I was looking at his schedule, or the Browns schedule. I'm like, he's got to have a guy he could get like multiple. He plays Cam Ward in 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, that could be Cam. Just take a few hits.
Yeah. He plays Joe Burrow in the week 18. And I feel like he always dominates Joe Burrow.
Pause. Yeah.
But I think he gets it.
Yeah, that would be awesome. The total of this game is 36.5. The spread of it's 5. Which feels a little weird. Like, are we that high on Shedeur that spread's 5?
I am like so high on their defense and Myles Garrett, and Brock Purdy hasn't looked good.
No, threw 3 picks the other night.
But they're still winning. I'm good with fading Shedeur in this. I was looking at his line. What's it at? I think it's like in the 180s.
Yeah, it's not high.
No, it's 151. Holy shit! I thought that was an 8.
No.
Wow, that is a tough line to fade. That is
like
so
if you think about
low.
without that bomb he had to start the game, like his day doesn't look nearly as good as it did.
And we saw when he was thrown into the Ravens, he's so cocky too. He is so.
But
cocky.
it's hard because like when he gets to interviews and stuff, he's a very actually he just doesn't say anything. But in the game, no, for sure.
But when they threw him in the Ravens, he was like 3 for 12. It was like the worst fucking completion percentage. But also the Niners' defense is banged up. There's a lot of narratives to go either way.
I think Robert Sala's defense, though, is just Robert Sala's defense. They're just playing good system ball. And even against the Panthers, they didn't have great moments, but they still didn't allow points.
One play I do kind of like is Brock Purdy over 1.5 touchdowns.
I was literally just looking at
Even
that.
money, plus 100.
Yeah, a great bounce-back spot for Brock after a rough day in Carolina. And if there's a team that you can pass on, it would be the Browns. Running against them is going to be tough, and this running offense hasn't been the best. So I could definitely see a pretty good bounce-back passing day for Brock Purdy there. All right, if you had to take a spread to this side, 5, -5, +5, if I have a feeling, I think I know where you're going.
I'm feeling good about San Fran.
Yeah, I'm going Niners -5 here again. They go to 9-4.
This is another one, unless Myles Garrett does have 4 sacks, there's just no...
Also, if you're the Browns at this point, why would you want to win? What do you possibly... you're just losing at this point. So I think Niners are going to get that one done. Heading to our next game, we have the Jags -6.5 going against Cam Ward and the Titans, who are 1-10 with a total of 42. I also got this question on one of my shorts, but... bye weeks are not done. I understand there's no bye weeks this week, but there's still one more week. Week 14 will have bye weeks. It's a pretty big bye week, and we'll go over that obviously next week in the Sunday slate. But that is why there's no byes this week. It's because they just pushed a week due to Thanksgiving and the holidays and whatever to have all the bye weeks on week 14. And then after week 14, there's none. So the Titans are one of those teams, if I'm not mistaken, that have the week 14 bye. So they are in a spot where they could be 1-11 going into their bye in week.
First overall picks looking good.
That is actually diabolical. So, do you think them and the Giants are just head over heels over everyone that I'm looking at right now?
Saints.
When was the last time? Was it the Jags the last time we had back-to-back #1 picks?
Jags and then maybe Browns when they went Miles Baker.
Oh yeah.
It's actually not that uncommon, I guess.
No, I thought it was I was pulling that up. I'm like, wow, that never happens.
I even think the Titans, they didn't have back-to-back ones, but they picked Mariota 2nd overall, and then the following year they had 1st overall.
Yeah, so that's like the same damn thing.
Yeah.
All right, interesting. Trevor Lawrence has been struggling a little bit here in the recent days, but still throwing touchdowns. Had 3 last week. Now his line is at plus 105 against the Titans. The Titans have low key have been having pretty solid defense over the past few weeks. They are looking. I mean, obviously, when you play Seattle, it's not going to look pretty, and their offense can't move the ball. But in the early parts of games, like before their offense just takes the biggest shit of all time, their defense is 40 plays in. Their defense is holding up. Like if their offense was somewhat competent, I feel like this team could be pretty decent. But again, the competency there is on offense is horrendous.
Looking at the Jags, what do you think about Brenton Strange?
I kind of like it this week.
Brenton over.
A little Brenton Strange, I don't mind. I even like through the passing game, I like ETN. Like 2.5 receptions for plus money doesn't feel bad. He's running a lot of routes on this team. He's seeing some good targets. Week 9, he had 5 receptions. He had 2 against Houston, 3 against Arizona. Like he's getting involved there. I don't think Tootin was nearly as like concerning as it looked in that game in week was at 11. So yeah, I'm definitely in on ETN as well. I convinced either way of Strange, ETN. I kind of want to fade Cam too. Jags have been sneaky, pretty solid.
Been kind of nice.
So I kind of want to fade him, but I don't really have anything to fade here that like is any value from what I'm looking at. Maybe passing yards, but like 204 is so low. Yeah. I think I'll just stay away from that. But you want to take Brenton Strange?
Yeah, I mean, even in the beginning of the season, when we had like a full BTJ and he was there to start, he was putting up at least like 5 targets a game. He had 4, 5, 7, 7. And then in his return, first game back, he had another 5. And at the beginning of the year, like he was playing 80, 90% of snaps. Last week, he only played 70. Like I think that bumps up 10% his second week back. Favorable matchup. BTJ should be back this week, but I don't know if that fucking matters.
Yeah, I agree. All right, we're going to go Brenton Strange there. We have to pick a side, though. We do have to pick a side. What are we going, Jags? Minus 6.5?
Tennessee been covering the past few times. I've faded them. They covered against Seattle last week. They covered against, I think it was the Texans the week before.
They're playing, that's what I'm saying. They're playing teams pretty close.
But I'm going to go with the Jags.
I'm going to go with the Jags. All right. Let's see what you're doing there. I'm going to go with the Titans on this one. I think the Jags are – this is such a week where the Jags just blow them the fuck out. But I'm going to still go the Titans and rock that there. And before we go to the Texans versus Colts game, make sure you're taking all these picks where we are, which is BetMGM. It's the best book to use. It's some of the best odds you can use, as well as when you use code BETS, B-E-T-S, you'll get up to $1,500 in bonus bets. So make sure to lock that in. $1,500, you can spend it on whatever you want. In the NFL lines, if you're an NBA bettor, if you're golf, whatever it is, you can use those $1,500 wherever you want, as long as you use code BETS, B-E-T-S, when you sign up. Texans, Colts, plus 4.5 for the Texans. Davis Mills hasn't lost. And the Colts minus 4.5.
I think.
All right, then CJ Stroud back this week. That definitely changes things. I'm going to be honest, I'd feel more confident with Davis Mills at this point than CJ Stroud. Especially against the Colts.
But we just went over Jags, Titans. Now Texans, Colts. Looking at the division odds, Colts are minus 210. Do you think there's any value in taking the Jags or Texans? Because the Colts have to play both of them twice still. Like, I know 8-3 is a large. It feels like
Jags
a good
are 7-4.
Yeah, Jags are right there to play them twice, and the Texans' defense is incredibly good. I think there's some real value in the Jags at plus 275.
You go Jags. I think I would say the value would be with the Texans.
Well, because if they win out, feels a little far.
It feels far, but if they can sweep,
they need this one.
Yeah, no. If they win this week, I think that's huge, and I think if we're talking just value on like what would be the best outcome for your buck, it would be the Texans. And I think the Texans are the better team than the Jags.
It's just Stroud being back, actually.
It's really just Stroud. Like that's if it was a Davis Mills-led Texas team, I'd be like, put some fucking money on it. Why not?
It's kind of like Kyler, where I've just like turned sides on him. Like you might not be good.
Yeah.
And I'm not like a Davis Mills bandwagon. Like I'm not saying Mills is like the answer, but I just really don't like what I've seen from their offense with Stroud's in.
Yeah. I think I'd still go Texans though.
Yeah.
But like Yeah, because Colts are just chalk.
But I would not feel good being a Colts better. I think it's risky.
I feel like I'd feel like I'm still in the driver's seat though. Like I'm still like if the Colts lose this week, I'm panicking. But if the Colts win this week, like I'm not really worried.
I'm curious how they go against Houston. Like we just saw the Chiefs were able to shut down JT. Are the Texans able to do that?
I took JT actually in this game. First off, spread again 4.5. Totals 44.5. I took Jonathan Taylor over 83.5 rushing yards.
Okay.
I just want to double check that that's still what the line is before I say it. Yeah, I took a JT over 83.5 rushing yards. Reason why is I think this Texans defense is great. I think the running defense, the rushing defense is not as good. I think there's flaws in it. And I think I just am someone that if you're an MVP candidate player with this offensive line, with this Shane Steichen scheme, the reason why the running game worked for the Bills was because the Texans team went to a too high man look. They were in a lot of too high man. Why does that help the run game? Is it opens up the box, gives it a little more fluidity, and they're going to have to do the same thing versus the Colts. Their whole idea when they played the Bills was, let's not let Josh Allen beat us. We can't let Josh Allen beat us. And guess what? They didn't. They played a cloud coverage. There's nothing over top. He had to check it down almost every time I run the ball because their pass rush with 4 guys is better than most teams' league with 6 guys. So they don't have to sit back. So they're sitting back in a lot of that shell. I think they're going to have to do the same thing with the Colts because no matter how much you respect Danny Dimes or not, he's been slinging the pill this year. And with the weapons they have, which they do have a lot, and with Michael Pittman playing the way he is, with Josh Downs being a stud, and with Tyler Warren surging to be way better than even I thought he would be this year, they're going to have to respect the pass game, and it's going to open up lanes for JT. And we all know how JT plays. If he sees one lane, like James Cook had 116 yards on this team just last week.
Also, getting JT anywhere in the 80s
somehow feels
like value.
Great. He was at 103 2 weeks ago. So I think we're gonna have a pretty good day. His over under is 20.5 for rushing attempts. So I feel like we're gonna see a lot of volume out of JT, and I think him going over 83.5 feels like a good spot and a great bounce back. I don't think JT's 2 bad weeks in a row right now.
My pick for this one is fading Stroud if he does play under 230 passing yards, under 233 now. He's only hit this twice this year, and the 2 times he did was against the Niners. Again, no Nick Bosa, no Fred Warner, and the Ravens when they didn't have Lamar. Like, and the Ravens defense was like banged up. No Kyle, no Marlon. Like, they had to face terrible defenses, and the Colts' defense is pretty nice.
Dude,
the pass rush is good. Sauce is there now, as we all know.
I think that is like, they paid a lot for him, but I think he's going to return that value.
It's just what you have to do to get a premium player. Like, it's just the cost, 2 first.
And he's still, I didn't realize how young he was. I thought he was older than he is. He's only like 24, 25.
Sounds about right.
He's young as hell. So he's going to be on their team for the next like 5 years. It's nuts. Anyway.
He just got the contract with the Jets.
Just did last year.
Yeah.
So we're gonna head that way. For the Texans, Texans and Colts, what do you think in spread wise for this game? I think this one's tough.
Yeah, I think I am gonna lean Indy still.
Okay.
But I would love for Houston to shake up the division, but I'm gonna pick Indy.
Yeah, I think it's gonna I could see in a flawed world that the Titans will win this week, knock out the Jags' hopes, and Colts win this week, and it's just like everything we just talked about the division.
Garbage.
It's just in the trash chute.
T-Law 2 picks, no touchdowns.
But like that's the type of thing I can see. I'm also going Colts here, minus 4.5. We will ride until dawn with those picks. All right, Saints Dolphins is going to be our next game up. Another 1 o'clock game here, +6 for the Saints, -6 for the Dolphins.
Some nasty games.
Gross to start out.
Like Thanksgiving, we got spoiled.
No, yeah. There's some better games down the slate, but yeah, no, these first few games are actually
Sunday
quite
feels
atrocious.
like, you're eating Thanksgiving food 3 days later.
Yeah,
like
no,
leftovers day 4.
I feel like Colts Texans isn't bad, but the rest of them, yeah, no, that's pretty shit. Saints Dolphins here, 4-7 for the Dolphins. They could go to 5-7 and maybe be knocking.
Maybe,
dude, if they come back and like are something their schedule is so easy. All right. Heading to this game. Do you have any plays in this game?
I'm looking at Devin Neal at 32.5 yards.
Like, what are we doing?
Like, if Kamara's out, that is free. Now, if
Low.
he's in, could be a donation.
Yeah, that's the problem.
But I don't
think he's not playing. He's an MCL sprain. Normally, those are minimum like 2 to 3 weeks.
Like he got all the snaps. Like I wouldn't want to bet on a Devin Neal touchdown. We saw last week at the goal line. It was either Taysom Hill or even Shuck was running it in. I think he got like 2 or 3 design runs right at the goal line. But Devin Neal got all the actual carries like within the 20s to where 32 and a half for a guy that's probably going to see, I don't know, at least 10, 11, 12 attempts. Give it to me.
Speaking of over rushing attempts, Tyler Show at 2.5 just had 7.
I know. What the hell was that? That was such a weird.
But like, could we see it again? Like, could we see just they're like, hey, we want to use his legs more?
I was so annoyed because I took a Devin Neal touchdown last week, and I'm like, they're at the goal line. Let's fucking go. And Tyler Shuck just came out of nowhere like he was fucking, I don't know, Josh Allen.
So do we want to bet on him doing it again? 2.5 feels like low.
It does feel
like
low.
the books are like, yeah, that's no chance of doing that again. But
I don't hate it.
One is 115 for it.
Like he could get 1 on a kneel out.
He had 4 versus Carolina before the bye too. So I think I'm going to take Shuck
kind of like
over rushing attempts there.
Olave's up to 70 yards. That's got to be a season high.
I don't know. He's been playing in the beginning of the season. He had a pretty high line.
70 feels high.
Yeah, no, definitely bullish for sure. But
that's like a Nico Collins line.
Is he in that Nico Collins too for you?
It's more so as Tyler Shuck in that tier for me.
You think we just take Achan's over and just call it a day? Like his longest rush at this point, just cash it in. 22, 59, and 23 are the past 3 weeks he's played. Just
yes, in that 50. Oh, I'm looking at reception. My bad.
I mean, even receptions though, like he's so good, it like is insane.
I feel like you get it under like 20. It's like probably a good pick.
Yeah, Jalen Waddle's at 71.5 too, and he's been balling.
Fuck.
Yeah, I told you at the beginning of the season, Jalen Waddle's line is gonna be at 71. You'd be like, what the hell happened? Tyreek Hill going down for this team though, I feel like was a better thing. It sounds insane, but like I feel like he was not helping that locker room.
No, he's like AJ Brown, straight up on the Eagles.
Just AJ Brown is, Anyway,
still awesome.
We get the pick. +6, -6. Where are you going?
Dolphins gonna cover 6. Brandon Staley versus Mike McDaniel. Staley always plays them tough. I'm gonna go the Saints. Kellen
Saints +6 is gonna be where we're going. I'm going to go -6 for the Dolphins. I think the Dolphins have a little run in them to make their end of season interesting just for them to lose like week
They were so
18.
close to losing to Mariota.
Oh, I know. Off a bye,
Is Waller back? Because that'd be nice.
He's projected to be back. Again, we're filming this on Wednesday, so we don't have exact, but he's projected to be back. So we'll see.
Devin Neal over, though.
Falcons and Jets. Gross. Falcons and Jets -2.5 for the Falcons. You would think they would be -10 going into this game. Jets are +2.5.
Sneaky about the Jets.
Dude, they've almost won so many times this year.
So many times.
Like, going back to even the Bucs game, like, they almost won.
Bucs game, week 1 versus the Steelers.
Yeah, no, like, this team easily could have 5 wins, and they just don't.
We don't have many props for this game. We don't have any.
Yeah, no props for this game, but overall, the over-under is 39.5. Tyrod looked good last week. Adonai Mitchell looked good. John Mechie has kind of asserted himself now as the wide receiver 1 here for the Jets. Falcons side of things, doesn't seem like we're going to see Drake London in this one again. Let me just double check real quick. I'll pull up the practice reports.
I kind of like the Jets in this.
To cover or to win?
Kind of sneaky like them to win. They play the Ravens really well. And
do you think this is a team that plays down a lot? Like, I think they play down to their competition quite often.
Yeah. The Falcons fucking suck too, man. Like, they are bad. They have 4 wins.
Oh, yeah.
They don't have Drake London.
If they lose to the Jets, Nick might go into hiding.
Yeah. No, I think they're gonna.
Yeah, no.
I sneaky like the Jets. Falcons, like, they have kicking problems. I don't think Kirk's going to be able to move the ball without London. Bijan's not going to be as good without London. I mean, I like what I saw from them, given this situation of how bad they are. Like, they were able to compete with the Ravens, which
all right,
is enough for me.
You're going to go Jets there. I'm going to be convinced by you. I think I'll also go Jets here. I kind of want to see what happens. Falcons top. Right now they're at pick 11.
Yeah.
If the draft would happen today, the Falcons are at 11.
I want them to get in like top 7. Like I want them to get to be
awesome.
I really do like McVay and the Rams. Like I want better things for them. Even though like if they get another ring, I'm like, all right. At that point, I'll probably be like, fuck this team. They don't need any more rings. But
dude, I think I want them to win another ring because I think it would create so much conversation with Stafford of like. Maybe it is more the quarterback than we think of like good teams to great teams.
It's awesome how his career's turned around.
Dude.
So cool.
Especially because he's a great guy.
Yeah,
just
I can't wait for
guy.
Herbert to go somewhere and have that.
And T-Law for show. And Kyler. Yeah, great guys. Anyway, I'm going to take Jets here. We can move on to the next game. But before we do, if you want to see any of our picks, where they're at, what we're taking, how much we're putting on them, make sure to use Pickett. It's linked in the description down below. It's absolutely free to use. Use code BDGE when you sign up. You can track me, you can track Mo, you can track Nick, you can track Sexy, you can track anybody in the office for our picks. Next game, Cardinals and Bucks, the Teddy Bridgewater-led Buccaneers.
Surprise, they're favored. Yeah. Maybe they think Baker's going to play.
If Baker plays, it's going to be like last minute, like Sunday morning. They're like, yeah, he's in.
I think I like the Cardinals regardless. They're kind of like the Jets are like, Jacoby keeps them in games.
Yeah.
I mean, let me take that back a little bit because I remember when I was in Germany, like the Seattle game got so out of hand so right away.
Oh, yeah.
But
20 through 47 attempts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or 47 completions. Yeah.
Wow, I didn't realize how many fucking games he's played this year.
No, he's played a good amount.
Like the Colts game close, Packers game close. 1 score against the Colts, 1 score against the Packers. Beat the Cowboys, Seahawks, Niners, blowout.
This is the type of game they lose by 50, though.
Oh, gee. Yeah, right when I'm like on them.
Yeah. I think the Cardinals are a decent ball club. I truly am a firm believer that Petzing is the problem here with the Cardinals. I think their defense is fine. I think their personnel is all right. Petzing is the most uncreative, and some people die by Drew Petzing. Like I've seen on Twitter that people are like, "Petzing's awesome. He's a genius." I'm like, what the fuck is genius about this?
Say otherwise.
And I'm very much on the path of like, if he goes, this offense is going to ascend. But until then, it's kind of tough for me to bet on them. Brissett's been a dog, though.
He has been a dog. Is Marv back? He should be.
Yeah,
right?
he should be back this week. Appendicitis for 3 weeks, dude. Sheesh, that'd be insane. But I also like Brissett to throw 1.5 touchdowns this week versus the Bucks.
I like that.
I think I'm gonna go Brissett 1.5 touchdowns. Feels like a good spot, a good bounce back. He's been hitting this almost every single week, and again, he's throwing the ball at an ungodly rate. Now, again, maybe that goes down with the return of Trey Benson, but Trey Benson's also a solid receiving back, so I could see it being the exact same.
I think I like Arizona to cover the 3.
All right. You're gonna go Arizona here for your.
I mean, just on paper, like Bucks banged up. Arizona theoretically gets their wide receiver 1 back. Theoretically, get their RB1 back.
Yeah.
On paper,
it seems like fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna go Cards. We're gonna go Cards +3 here.
like if Teddy Bridgewater starts, I just can't go out there and be like, I've got to eat 3 in this game. Like I haven't seen Teddy Bridgewater play in fucking 3 years.
Yeah, no, like I mean, he also was coaching and said he wanted to still be coaching.
Like he legit retired 2 years. I don't know what
he retired. The only reason why he came out of retirement is because he got sued.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, he doesn't need any more money. So he's definitely on the same path. Like I'm just here so I don't get fined. All right. Okay. The next game. Rams versus the Panthers.
God, the Rams are good.
One of my regular picks that I took in my write-up was Rams -10.5. Just right off rip. I'm not even wasting any of your guys' time. The Panthers' injuries right now is diabolical. We might lose by 50. It's going to look like the Bills game. And there's nothing we could do. But we're going to get spanked banked. Reason being, we might not have J.C. Horn. Trevon Moore might be suspended. We have neither middle linebacker and Christian.
Getting suspended.
We have Christian. Yeah, I know. Christian Rosenboom's out. Trevon Wallace most likely will still be out. We also are down to our third string right guard. We have no left guard. Our center, Cade Mays, is out. We have no team. Our team is all on the like our team is fucking buns right now. And the Rams are rolling at a level I've never seen. With that being said, Panthers money line plus 475 now. But I'm gonna take the Rams here, minus 10.5 to cover. I think we lose by done. I'm not gonna waste your guys' time with saying Bryce Young could be the savior. It's just Jehovah.
What do you think about Stafford over 2.5 passing touchdowns for plus 170? He feels like Burrow last year, where he just goes on a streak of 303 for like 5-6 games straight.
Dude, he's had 4, 4, 2, and 3. Sheesh.
He's so fucking good. Let me see what Burrow did last year.
Yeah, he had like 8 games.
Oh
303.
My God.
Yeah, no, great fantasy QB. Great fantasy QB.
Holy shit. That's legit what Stafford's on this year, except he's winning also.
Yeah, I'm going to go Stafford. That's like Dak. I'm going to go Staffy. I'll take to Staffy over 2.5. I think you can get
plus
done, especially if JC's not there.
Yeah.
Oh my God, baby.
Like, you know, Devontae's getting 2. What's one more?
If JC's on Devontae, I think they go a different route. If it's Mike Jackson on Devontae, he's literally getting baptized.
I'm more worried just like a goal line Puka end around or some bullshit robbing us.
That'd be fire. That would be a great play. I would hate if that happened.
I like it,
Sheesh. All right, I'm going to go that. I also, yeah, I'll go that.
I'm also on Rams minus 10.5.
Thank you. Let's not waste any time here. Waste our breath. Again, Panthers lock it in 8 and 9. So they're going to finish. All right, Vikings, or they just might go 6 and fucking 10 and I'll cry. Vikings, Seahawks. If we get swept by the Teddy B fucking Buccaneers, I'm going to be sick. Like, I'm going to be actually pissed. Vikings, Seahawks is our next game. Breaking news. This is what I was talking about. From what I'm reading, from what I'm understanding, and again, we're filming this on Wednesday. Things can change. Reports can change. From the reports I've seen, it's looking like they're saying JJ's not going to clear concussion protocol in time for this game. So it's going to be Max Brosmer, the better quarterback of the two. Now, Brosmer in preseason slung the pill like none other. And he's a very calm quarterback compared to like JJ, who's very outwardly emotional because he's 9.
JJ sucks.
Oh, awful, dude. Awful. I mean, he's completion percentage 54%. He's had 10 picks. He's played 5 games and he's 10 picks. Nuts. Yeah. So I'm going to lean. I think the Vikings cover with Brosmer. I think KOC's able to figure it out. Now, again, playing the Seahawks week 1, not ideal.
Could you imagine if the Vikings somehow win with this fuck?
Dude, he's not a bad quarterback. Like,
yeah,
I'm telling
but
you,
it's just more so how much it says about JJ. Because Seattle's one of the
KOC
top 5 teams.
Our whole thing coming into the season was like KOC could turn dirt into treasure. Like, he can turn anything into something. Clearly not. JJ fucking actually sucks. Because we were like, oh, he turned Sam Darnold around. Look what he did with even Nick Mullins. Like, there's times where we were like, Nick Mullins going for 400 fucking yards. What are we doing? Yeah, I think Brosmer is a pretty good path here, and I think he covers 11.5 as a very long spread. So I think we're going to take the points here, and I'm going to go Vikings.
Dude, Sharp's line in this game is up to 67.
Sheesh.
Or, excuse me, Kenneth Walker.
I was going to say, Sharp at 67? What happened to Kenneth? Kenneth's been playing well, dude.
His last 3 games, 71, 67, 67.
Yeah, they've been balling.
So I guess that makes sense.
Can't wait for the 6-7 comments.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I'm going to go Seattle to eat the points. Didn't work last week against Tennessee, but
all right,
I'm just fuck the Vikings.
Seattle, eat the points. I mean, if you're going to bet on a team to cover, it's going to be the Seahawks at this point. They're so good. All right, plus 11.5 there. Total's 41 in that game. Bills, Steelers is the next game, 425 spot. -4 for the Bills.
Rodgers back?
Yeah, probably for this game. I would have to assume. Do you feel more confident with Rodgers?
Rodgers over 1.5 passing touchdowns for +115.
All right. I don't mind it. The Bills have, no joke, the best statistical passing defense in the league. But if you want to bet against the best statistical passing defense, that's fine. That's fine.
Betting against
You're just betting for Rodgers. Betting for Rodgers at the age of 40. I mean, the over is 47.5, so I don't hate it. All right, Rodgers. That's a fine play by you. Over 1.5. I don't have any plays in this game. Yeah, even looking at it now, I don't have really any plays in this game. I kind of wanted to take, if I were to take anything, it probably would be just like Kenneth Gainwell for like receptions, just because he's had 6 and 7 the past. Okay, it's got to stop. The past few weeks, and it's over 3.5 or +130. But outside of that, there's nothing else really here.
6 and 7 or 7. That's a shit ton for a running back.
It's not for Joe's bench. Yeah, it's nuts.
Fire.
All right, what side are you taking for this game? There's nothing really interesting here.
Pitt.
You're gonna go Pitt +4.
Give me the Steelers.
I think the Bills bounce back at some point. Right?
They just can't
keep fucking losing.
Every great team's underperforming.
No, they just can't keep losing. Like at some point they have to be like, all right, we gotta lock
I keep thinking anytime the Bills come off a loss, I'm like, this is the time to tail the Bills.
That's me right now.
Yeah.
All right, Raiders Chargers up next. My play. Oh, by the way, Raiders are +10 in this one. After just losing to the Browns. You see that guy on TikTok that's like, we're the Browns. And like he'll go back and forth. He goes, we punt.
Yeah.
We punt.
Just roast them.
Yeah. And like acts like they have an actual mental disability as an organization. Because we're the Cleveland Browns. Dude, it's so funny. Those videos go actually mega viral every single time too. We punt. Anyway. Raiders +10, Chargers -10. I'm going to take a Rondé Gadsden in this one to go over 18.5 longest reception. He's been balling right now. And like he's in the games he's been healthy. Obviously, he left the game early last time, so we didn't get a full representation of his normal workload. But I think when he does play normally the full games, he always ends up seeing some sort of seam, some sort of corner, some sort of big play where he's able to break free, or just Herbert extends the play and finds Gadsden. So he's been a kind of go-to guy for Herbert, and I think he's going to continue that. So I'm going to take Gadsden over longest reception.
There couldn't have been a team that needed the bye more.
Oh my God, their team. 12. They're like the Panthers this week of just like they got nothing.
Yeah.
But again, they beat the Raiders already once this season, and it was a pretty big beatdown. So I'm going to go again back to the Chargers off the bye, where the Raiders just got spanked.
Yeah, 10 points is a lot.
You're going to go Raiders. I already know it. I can feel it in my gums.
I think I took the Raiders earlier this season in the spread and it didn't work.
No, not at all.
Chargers are going to disappoint me. I'm going +10.
All right, +10 for the Raiders. Broncos, Commanders are up next. Don't have lines for this one yet, but it's going to be -6.5. Total 43.5. For the Broncos and the Commies. Now, again, Jaden could be back pretty soon. Not this week, but he could be coming back pretty soon. Insane. His arm looked like it snapped in half. But could be back pretty soon.
Via video, that shit looked like,
bad.
Yeah.
But the Commanders coming off a bye. The Broncos are 9-2 right now. Absolutely rolling to the highest degree. Do you think there's any chance the Commanders win this game? It was a lock for them at +115 earlier in the season to miss the playoffs. And I'll keep reminding you, gentlemen, of that. No. Because if we went back 1 year ago to these videos at this date, I think I had 3+ Commanders fans in the comment section of every single video telling me how stupid I am thinking that the Commanders were frauds last year. And then we expand to more playoffs. I had a DM with a kid who just DM'd me something about fantasy like 2 days ago. And there's something I didn't respond to from like the year prior. There's just pictures of Jaden Daniels. And I was like, this is the representation I've had recently. And I'm like, I'm kind of happy that the Commanders had a shitty season for a reason.
I mean, at some point, having all those old
I just thought their average age was way too old.
Yeah.
And having two, like last year, especially with a rookie quarterback, I was like, they're not going to win that much with a rookie quarterback. Again, proved me wrong, but this year kind of came to fruition of these old folks' homes are not going to pan out. But Broncos again, I think are going to establish themselves here again. 10-2 is going to be atop the AFC, dude. Yeah. Like if we came into the season, it was like, the old Sean Payton take from Ron.
Yeah,
that was fire. He was like, yeah, the Broncos aren't going to win. Sean Payton's too old.
Nick was pretty high on Denver.
Who?
Nick.
Yeah. He also was really high on the Vikings, so take it with a grain of salt. 9-2 though for the Broncos. I think they're going to go to 10-2 here with the spread of 6.5. I think they're going to cover. The Marcus Mariota Commanders just aren't a team I look to be very good. So, and again, the Commanders are also in a spot now where it's like they'll be way better off if they get a good pick and can kind of revamp that team for next year to get a little bit younger. Because right now they're just way too old to be competing. Especially because if I had to assume after this year, I think Bobby Wags leaves. I think Zach Ertz leaves.
Eckler's done.
Eckler's obviously he's cooked. There's like a lot of guys, key pieces that was to this offense.
I could even
see
leave. Debo get cut.
Yeah, no, I mean I could see it. I don't know if he gets cut, but he could go somewhere else. Yeah.
Well, like
do something.
release just because they don't want to pay his contract.
Yeah, no, I could see that too. He goes to the Steelers.
Yeah, actually,
I could see it. Anyway, what side are you taking? I'm taking Denver -6.5.
I'm riding with Denver.
Riding with the Broncos, going Denver -6.5 there. All right, and that's it for Sunday. That was our 8:20 game for Sunday. If you enjoy this style of content, make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, all sort of fun shit down below. Let's know in the comments down below what takes you guys have for this week, and we'll catch you guys next time. Peace.